Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys. Hello. Good day to anybody who's listening out there. My name is Tatiana Gonzaga, and today I am recording my first ever podcast episode. This is a big leap from where I was at the start of the year, and it's only February. To be exact, I'm recording on February 5 at... I have a watch that doesn't tell my time because it's currently recording this. It's 11:29 a.m. and I don't know if this mic can pick that up, but I hear a sawing noise outside of my house. And it's kind of bugging me. But, this is where I live. I live in a place where construction can happen any day outside, even if you're in the province. Any type of construction, honestly. Could be putting a roof up a house, or dealing with metal so that they can build a makeshift garage roof. Currently, there's a chicken coop that had developed in the lot in front of my house. It's a long story. But that's not the point of this show. Welcome to this first episode. Again, my name is Tatiana Gonzaga, and I am a Filipina in her 20s, trying her best every day to achieve her goddamn goals. Currently, my goal is to change my life in 1 year. I'm making 2024 my bitch, and I'm showing up for it. This is the format I've chosen for myself, oddly enough, but I realized that if I talk to myself already on this bed without an audience, I'm just delusional. That's where I ended up on. So, yeah, I love talking to myself. And I realized, why not just direct it to a general audience who might actually understand me or kind of relate to what I'm going through? Because it's a very interesting world out here, in the provincial city of the Philippines. Joke. I meant to say is that, everybody goes through life differently. And I don't know anybody else who might relate to my life one way or another. And the only way I can figure that out is to just speak my truth out on the internet in the format of my choosing. Because knowledge should be shared. That's it. My experiences are my knowledge. Yes, exactly. My experiences have become my knowledge. I can't find the words. I'm just trying to relate the fact that my life, how I lived it, is how I have built the knowledge that I have now. There. And what I've learned is that knowledge should be shared. There's so much knowledge in this brain that it really needs to be shared in order for me to grow and learn as well. It's like a cycle of input, output, input, output. And I believe that I don't want my output to go to waste. So, through this process, I've realized that creating something like this, a show where I could just speak my truth, talk about my realizations in life, talk about my experiences in the context of, living in where I live, living in or coming from my generation, and having the background I have, having the educational background I have on top of the livelihood background that I have. It's relatable aspects in life, but nobody has ever really pieced together, like, what if it was this combination of a person in me, right? I may have lost a lot of people already by then, and I haven't even finished the intro. But this is the point, guys. I tried to make sense of the world by doing this. By trying to just understand what's going through my head. By talking about it. I don't know if other people do this way. I mean, I just haven't really listened to other podcasts because I've always just listened to my own voice. No, that's not true also. I've learned to listen to a lot of other voices, and I've curated a few voices to listen to really, help me understand life the way I would like to. There are different perspectives, there are different goals in life that make up a person, and I have certain goals I want to achieve, and I'm losing myself. Gosh. By the way, yes, I am going to not edit anything out of this, because I want to also see the progress I've made, from start to finish, or maybe not finish, like progress. Every step I take in this journey, this is part of this is documentation. I'm not a great storyteller, but because I want to be a great storyteller, and I know I am a great storyteller, I'm doing certain actions that are in relation to that identity, to that skill set, right? In a way, it's easier for me to learn a skill if I identify myself with that skill. Because that's like the why as to why I'm doing this. And this is the introduction as to who I am as a person. Someone who is just here living in this world, having the time to do a lot of introspection, because, this is what it takes to improve my knowledge, look back at certain things, and appreciate the progress I've made, and just see where all of this self-awareness has gotten me. Because I've done a lot of work, guys. I've done a lot of work on myself, and I'm proving it to myself that I've done the work. And I think that's the beauty of documentation sometimes, as a scientist. Oh my god. Yeah, as a scientist, it's so beautiful to just have a language of numbers for you to collect and store so that later on you can still look at it and understand, oh, these were the numbers then, and these are the numbers now. And then you can see like this shift, you know? It's like, imagine if you took a survey. Like, let's say you used an application and it's asking you for a 5-star rating, but you gave it a 3 because their loading page took so long, right? That's a starting number for them. And so the app sees this, the people behind the app sees this, and they're like, oh, okay, if the loading time is the problem, then, let's fix this. And then next thing you know, that same customer, thankfully, comes back and uses their service again and realizes, oh, wow, that was so much more faster than last time. I give them a 5-star, right? That's how data works, guys. I mean, if you can do that for an application, you can do that for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And it's crazy to think that I've been living my life for the last 36 days this way. And, well, look at where it's gotten me. I started from zero setup. Zero setup, guys. Oh my god. To now being in front of a studio light with this amazing microphone that I think looks so dope. Like, I've always wanted one, I just didn't have a reason to get one, but now I do, and it's dope. I invested on upgrading my cell phone by myself with my own money. I mean, that took some time, but Jesus, like, just sitting here. Sorry. I'm getting so excited. Oh. Just sitting here is like a huge progress in my book. Like, this is one for the books. I'm finally doing what I want to do. Or like, it feels right type of thing. I mean, I didn't really think I wanted to do this, but when I finally decided that I wanted to do this, I'm here. I got to there. Even though it's just this, filming the first episode, this took some time. Like, I didn't think I would get to this point this quickly. I mean, day 36 of the 366 days of 2024. I'm here. And I'm just soaking it in. And that brings me actually to the actual podcast topic of today. If you're still with me, I mean, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing me ramble on about about that. Okay, we're 15 minutes in. I see. That's some progress. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty right here. I really prepared something. Okay, I did not come here with the whole setup unplanned and all. I mean, I did say this is unscripted, but I do have a plan of attack. So the introduction is done. I hope you understand now who I am, where I'm coming from, what my motivations are for starting this podcast. And I think I can now dive into the topic, plus, just share more about myself so that you understand who I am. Who is this girl? Who is this woman trying to make a podcast and a brand and whatever? Okay. So, if I haven't said it, I don't think I did. I don't think I said it. Okay, welcome to Taty's Realizations podcast show. Ta-da! I'm sorry, I just... Yes. Welcome to Taty's Realizations show, hosted by Tatiana Gonzaga. Today's episode is about my recent trip to Manila. Okay, so I'm from the Philippines. I'm from a provincial city that is... Sorry, okay. Break it down. Okay, I don't live in Manila. That's why. People might think I live in the metro. I did. I lived there for 12 years. But I originally come from a provincial city that is 2 hours away from one of the 7 wonders of the world. I should say 8 wonders of the world, because compounding's amazing. But yes, you know, if you don't know what one of the 7 wonders of the world are, in the Philippines, there's actually 2. Oh my god. I don't have time to search this. I'm sorry. I don't want to move from the seat. Okay, so I'm going to check this, but from my recollection, there's the mountain, the volcano. Oh my god, Mount Mayon, and there's the Banawa Rice Terraces. I totally forgot about the Banawa Rice Terraces because I live near Mount Mayon, and it's just the most beautiful thing, for a person who appreciates symmetry. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so yes, I'm a province girl. I was born and raised in the province. I lived there until I was 12, until I had to move to Manila for my high school education, and stayed there until my college graduation, plus 2 years of work before 3 years of work before I decided to move back to my hometown. I'm not saying it for safety reasons, but yeah, you get the gist of where I am. Anyways, I went to Manila over the weekend for my oath taking. I'm gonna say that again. I went to Manila to take my oath as a registered chemist. I am a chemist by education and now by registration. Yeah. Oh god. I did not think I would be a registered chemist. Like, if you asked me when I graduated, I would have said no, I was not going to take the licensure exam. No. I only decided 3 months. Was it 3 months? May. I think 3 months before the actual... no, it was a few months. Okay, let's say 5 months, okay? 5 months from the actual board exam. That was October 2023, so 5 months before that, I had met up with my friends from college, and the other guy who did not take a chemist job said, like, hey, I'm planning to take the boards. And I was like, really? Yeah. It's like, yeah, he was unemployed. He's still unemployed. I'm sorry. No, he's not gonna be unemployed anymore. That's the beauty of it. So my friend is coming from the tech industry. He went into the tech industry after graduation. So I went into digital marketing. So we were both outsiders from most of our college friends because they had taken science jobs. We took capitalist jobs. So he said he was going to take the boards, and I was like, ooh, a little light bulb went up in my brain. And I said, okay, you know what? If he has the balls to do it, and my other friends were like, yeah, it's easy. I'm like, really is it that easy? I mean, people fail this thing. I don't want to. I mean, I've had my history of failing exams before. That was really it. That's why I couldn't take it. But I think I overcame that. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna take the damn exam. If they say it's easy, if he says, if he's taking it, I'm gonna take it too. Let's go. Let's roll with it. So I had planned that I had a 1 month break from work. I had planned to study and take the boards that 1 month. That was the goal. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Even though that was a great plan, a lot of things happened. So first was the exam itself had moved. It actually got rescheduled twice. So originally from that 1 month of studying, it became 2 months, 2.5 months long. But whenever I say 2.5 months long of studying, my mom always corrects me. She's like, you didn't even study 2.5 months long. Like, you went to a meditation course that was 11 days and, shit happened. So technically you studied for like 1.5 to 2 months. She keeps correcting me. So I'm going to just say it out there so that she doesn't have to correct me, outside of this. I love you, Mom. Because I know she's gonna listen to this. Hey, Dad. Shout out to you too. Anyways, okay. Where was I? Give me a moment. I'm gonna get there. Okay, yeah, so I studied that long. 1.5 months, at least. But here's the thing. 1.5 months is more than the 1 month work break I had. Right? I said 1 month work break. So basically, while I was studying for the boards, I was working. I was doing my 9 to 5 as best as I could, and then I studied on top of that. So I was losing it, honestly. So I get it. I wasn't, in the best shape or form, to have done that really, but it was a risk. It was a risk that I was willing to take. I knew the repercussions, and I did my best. I did my best to balance everything. I didn't forsake anything, okay? I was at work. After work, I was hitting the books. After work, or after studying, then I would, get my beauty sleep so that I can do it all over again. I didn't sacrifice my sleep, guys. Here's the thing, right? If I look this great, if like I've done so much work, it's because I slept the same time as much as I could. Like, I would sleep early and I would wake up early. That's my routine. And that has gotten me this far, I believe. Having that consistent, strong energy to do things, to do shit every day, to get to where I am, was because I really gave myself time to sleep. Yeah, anyways, yeah, that's how I studied for the board exam until I took the board exam and I passed. So now we're going back to Manila. Because I passed the chemistry board exam, that was very anticlimactic. I'm very sorry. But, we've already celebrated. It's great. But we passed. We passed the board exam, guys, after all that. So, what happens is that we go to the oath-taking ceremony. so that we can get licensed and registered. No, yeah, we can get registered as official, chemists of the country. This is terrible. Oh my god, I'm very sorry. Okay. There's, we took an oath of morality here and like ethics. So, I would like to uphold that also. This is all in good intention. I really wanted to, put a very nice closure to my education that I may or may not, proceed with. I do have plans to use my knowledge, for certain things that I can't say yet. And I'm very grateful for the experience, and I'm very honored to hold the title now of, RCH, registered chemist, guys. So, I didn't have to go through a PhD to get the PhD. I just had to take the test, and it gave me an RCH at the end of my name. For just jokes, at the oath taking, the top notcher gave her speech. It was a nice speech. She explained her own story as well, and oh my god, yeah, she deserved to be the top notcher if she did that much work. She had a year to study, guys. She had a year. Great for her. And so she made a joke, or she just said the joke of her seatmate at the time. The guy said, RCH, right? It's just, we're just missing an I, and we could be rich. I can't say. Her delivery is better than this, I'm very sorry. But yeah, RCH. Yeah, they're just missing an I so that I can be rich. But that's the thing, right? I is me, and I'm gonna make that happen outside of that extension. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I took the oath taking. That's why I went to Manila. Oh my god, it was an 8-hour road trip going to Manila and an 8-hour road trip going back. And so we're back home. I'm relaxing and I'm decompressing this way. That's why I'm doing the show now, is because I have a lot to talk about from my trip in Manila. And we're already 28 minutes in. Okay, guys. So this brings me now to the actual topic of this podcast. Oh my god. I've been on a journey of self-love for, I'd say, 2 years now. Solid 2 years. Yes, so the date was New Year's 2022. I vowed to myself that I would never break down again for some bullshit emotional depression state. Yeah. I was in a dark place for a very long time. And I mean, it's not as dark as like you'd think. No, it's, yeah, I have my own demons. They're not as bad as other people's. I acknowledge that, but the burden, or like the weight that I felt was immense, and I just couldn't get rid of it. Okay, I couldn't get rid of it. And so it just took a while, right? New Year's 2022, I was in a better state. I was, sort of independent, and like I couldn't be independent if I had this type of emotional state. Like, I know at some point, if I keep living like this is not the independence that my parents taught me to be. No. And so, yeah. Self-love is the topic today, because I think this encompasses a lot of the things that I've decided to do for myself. Because this is how I show, how I show love for myself. I show up for it because I want to love myself. the way I I want to love myself the way others would, love me or something like that. But no, sorry. Again, independence. It all boils down to the independence that, I couldn't be in that emotional state. And, it took self-love to get me out of that state, basically. So starting from New Year's 2022, I just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna be happier. That's what I said. Yeah, every day I faked it. I fucking faked it. Damn. I'm gonna post this online. Unedited, yeah. Fuck it, okay. Let me just get comfy. I don't fake it anymore, guys. That's why I'm crying. Or like that's why I feel like I'm crying. Because it was a journey. And to finally get to that place where, no, I'm not faking it. Wow. Like, congratulations, Tatiana Gonzaga. You've made it. You've made it. And that's where a lot of my drive comes from now. Is that I don't know if you guys hear that, but there's like a hammer situation going on. I don't know if it's the microphone. I'm gonna hear this anyways later on, so sorry. Where was I? Yeah. We're on the topic of self-love. Again, going back to the New Year's resolution, yeah, I faked it, and now I'm very relieved that, all those emotions before, I felt so childish. Oh God, I was a childish girl. I was mature in certain areas, but when it came to emotional stability, I was pretty unstable. Yeah, and I was aware of that. I was aware of my instability because, I have to say, like, a lot of things happened at work that made me emotionally open up and really start to think, like, where do I want to be? Because I was with people who were working their ass off, really. I saw people who were very driven at their work. And I was also driven to do my work because I knew that I had a part to play in the company I work for. I like the culture. I love the people around me. I mean, yeah, there are days that I want to smash things, but, that's work, that's life. What I do is cool. I would say, like, at least it's not, like, life-threatening. I'm not responsible for people's lives. So I get to do things that are... I get to take risks. Or, grow the way I would... Or I like to. Yeah. My company's cool. Anyways. There were really things that happened in my company, like in 2021. I was hired in 2020. Yeah. I was hired in 2020 and by... Pandemic came in 2020. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm 3. It's been a while, guys. Sorry. I was hired in 2020 by my company, and yeah, by 2021, like, I was still at it, but I had, I was going through things. No, what the hell? I said 2022. Yeah, so 2020, I was only like 6 months in my... There you go, that feels better. Okay, so 6 months in my work, things start to happen wherein, it made me realize that, gosh, I need to get my shit together. That's where, like, the self-awareness started to kick in, like, 2020. But it was kind of still hard to just go from, from very depressed to, like, light and bright. Very hard. And it's really hard to... It was kind of hard to just navigate through life at the time because, pandemic, we weren't going outside. I didn't get the exercise that I was apparently used to. But yeah, I was also affected by it. I didn't admit it before, but gosh, the pandemic was something. And so I was kind of spiraling by like 2020. Then by 2021, things started to go differently, right? I still continued to spiral. I remember that. And I guess I had met my ex at the time. Oh, sorry, my ex. I had just met the person I was gonna have a relationship with. And yeah, I think it was that relationship that had sparked, shit, I didn't want this to happen, or I didn't want to feel so vulnerable in front of someone I loved. Because in a way I was like, no, I felt like I was depending on them in a way that I didn't need to. In a way that just made me feel stronger for myself. Like, hey, if I want to be in this relationship, I have to do better. So that was a factor into that 2022 New Year's resolution. So I had really vowed, fuck it, let's just fake it until we make it. We're gonna be happier. Day by day we take it. And thankfully, they started letting people walk outside our houses in the village. Yeah, so I was living in Manila at this time, and gosh, why am I even going through this? This is a lot. I'm sorry, guys, for taking your time. I didn't want it to be this long also, so this is 38 minutes in. But anyways, I'll just say that, since 2022, I've really prioritized myself, like health, my brain, my work, my passions. I've been on this slow and steady journey since that resolution that sort of felt like a culmination. I mean, it culminated this weekend because of that oath taking. And the way I recognized this feeling of culmination was I saw how, or I recognized how I saw myself in the pictures. Like, I saw my pictures, and I didn't feel it during or while taking the pictures. I felt this after, the oath-taking event. No, actually, I felt this last night. I felt this last night, and this was the inspiration for the stop. Oh! Hello! Oh my God! Oh! Wait lang, sorry. BTS pala natin to, hindi... Hello! Oh my God! Would you like to come here? Hi, Stormy! Hi! Come here! Oh my God, my cousins are here, guys! They have invaded my recording session, and now I have to stop this because we're gonna chill and bond, and I'm gonna continue this later, and I'm not yet done. Hi! I'm starting a podcast!
Oh! Hi, everybody!
Hello! This is my inaanak. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
It's Storm.
Storm. Okay, Storm, do you remember me?
I like it. So cool.
Sorry?
Sabi niya my shirt is
Your shirt is cool. Oh, your shirt is cool. Yes, it is cool because it's We Bear Bears. Okay. I'm gonna see you guys outside. I'm just gonna pause this and everything, so we'll be back. Alright, Stormy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you. Also, see you. Alright, bye bye. Hold on. Pause. Hi, and we're back to Taty's Realizations podcast, where Tatiana Gonzaga talks about stuff she's learned, she's realized, and whatnot, and what is, and what's there as the time goes by. So, we stopped earlier because my cousins who were staying in the States had come and visited, and you just met my godchild. His name's Stormy, and he's such a wonderfully raised little boy. We were eating an orange together. I taught him how to open an orange. I just showed it to him once, and he was figuring it out himself. Yeah, that was such a cute little break that we had. And we also ate strawberries together. So, fun. Fun little kid. Okay, well, welcome back. We will go and have a little rundown on what just had happened earlier, so that we're up to speed on where we are, and now we can keep the ball rolling because this is taking longer than I expected. Okay, so let me just get comfortable. Okay, so earlier I had mentioned my New Year's 2022 resolve, and that it had culminated now with my oath taking as a registered chemist. And what had happened last night, alright, was I was looking at the pictures that my mom had shared in our group chat, and it was a photo that was taken not on my phone, but I forgot whose phone it was. It was a picture of me, my family, my parents, and another another registered chemist, him and his family. So, just for context, I took the licensure exam in my home region, and during the exam, I noticed that the person who was sitting behind me didn't really know anyone else in the area, because he kept to himself during lunch while everybody else was standing up and going to the next person like they knew or was in the other classroom. So yeah, I just said hi to him, and we were chatting during the exams. We said good luck to each other, had some quick laughs, learned about each other's backgrounds. We related, and then when I saw him again at the oath taking, the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, our dads know each other." And we were like, "What? It's a small world. Hold on. Like, yeah." And it was us who saw each other first, and then we said, "Oh my God, our dads should see each other. Is your dad here?" It's like, "Yeah, he's somewhere there. Mine's somewhere there also." So when we were exiting the building, me and my parents, a few minutes later, he was also with his parents outside already. And he saw me first. He was like, hey, my dad. I was like, yeah, oh my god, my dad also. Let's go. And then the dads saw each other. So the dads saw each other and they were like, yo! They're friends. They're actually friends. They studied in the same grade school together. So cool stuff, right? It was a small world. Basically, that was the picture. We took a picture together just to like commemorate this moment. Like, hey, both our kids are now registered chemists. Congratulations. We are proud fathers and mothers. Yeah, and I was looking at that picture and I was just in awe of myself. It sounds like it's I know how this sounds, right? To me, it's starting to feel very embarrassing. But that's the truth, right? I don't want to be embarrassed about this because I really saw myself beside my parents looking like a goddamn goddess. I loved my dress. I had envisioned a dress like that, and my loyal childhood designer was in town, or wait, no, he is in town. My designer since I was a kid, that's the proper term. My designer since I was a kid. He did my dress in 4 days, guys. He did my dress in 4 days. Both the rose gold dress underneath and the Filipiniana bolero on top with the really nice textured cloth. I'm not a fashion person. I don't know the terms, but I do appreciate, certain silhouettes, especially on my body. And this was a silhouette I was going for, and he just executed it to perfection. I just helped him finalize which cloths. Like, he had already given me the cloths. It's like, I want this. Like, this one's nice on this. And what's great is that I know I can wear this dress again later on, because I can use the dress without the top without the dress. Yeah, you get the point. It's reusable. There were some dresses in the oath taking that I were like, I like this dress, I love it on you, but it's something I cannot wear again, and I don't like that. So that's why this was really the motivation for that dress. And I digress. But anyways, yeah, I look like a goddamn goddess in my outfit, my heels. I fixed my hair. I did my bare minimum makeup that I'm so like happy it can pass as formal wear, because I don't wear foundation, guys. That look did not have foundation. It's just really my skin moisturized, and a bit of blush, brows, a simple lipstick, and then nice jewelry. And like, I don't have to go all out with the caking. I don't like caking. I hate it. I hate powders on my skin. I live in a tropical environment. So I've really gone through all this work, guys. I'm saying that all of these small things that I'm talking about, my skin, my hair, my body, my dress, even the energy to just get through that day in heels like that, to have enjoyed that day the way I did, just goes to show how much work I've done, right? From my skincare routine to my exercise, walking for so long that I'm only now feeling the pain of the heels. Only now. And that's cool. Like, I used to be in so much pain after wearing heels for like 3 hours. Like, I would really want to just give up, wear rubber shoes, and ruin the whole outfit. But no, I persevered for a good half day in those heels. Yes, I now have two wounds in my feet, but it was worth it. I had a blast wearing that dress that day. And, having complimented myself this way, it just, it feels so good, to see the progress of the work that I've done, that I've really embody the values that I've wanted to uphold for so long. I was really such a critical person. No, I'm still a critical person. Yeah. There's no changing that. But I am more tolerable now. I am more tolerant of things now. I accept things as they go. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. But if it doesn't give me any value, then I don't mind. But overall, I am making choices that I know align with me, my dreams, my values. It's really a mindset. It's not a mindset. It's consistent hard work, guys. Starting from 2022, faking it, saying every day to myself, like, I am happier, I am happier, I am happier, in this tone of voice. And then now to come up in 2024, living a day wherein I'm like, yeah, that was a cool day. You did the work. You've enjoyed yourself. And you still have enough energy, to go to sleep early, I guess. Really, I sleep. Oh my god, guys. You might think I'm crazy, okay? But you don't understand how much this benefits you until you've actually done it, right? And what I'm talking about here is a consistent sleep and wake time. Consistency. We all kind of know what what do you call that? The circadian rhythm. We all have that. The circadian rhythm is true. I have a body clock, and I'm following my body clock to the T so that I can focus on doing other things that require a lot more energy, brain, physical, emotional energy from me. Because I wanna go to places. I really wanna travel the world more, not care about money. I wanna do something I love every day. Because, that means something. That means that, I didn't waste a day in my life. Because I want to live up to 100. So, what the hell am I going to do for 100 years, right? Or at least, what am I going to do for the next 75 years? I would like to do what I want to do. It's as simple as that. Yes, I can't do everything I want to do. I mean, but, I can do everything I want to do because I live in a world that is aligning with my values. So it doesn't, in my head, I'm thinking of a collective set of actions, right? As humans, we can do a lot of things, right? We can save a stray cat all the way up to, incite a genocide. Humans are capable of that range of actions. But when I say that I want to live a life that I can do everything I want to, it doesn't mean that I want to do everything of all of those actions. I don't want to incite genocide, guys. Like, I want to do the actions I've chosen to want for myself. I think that's the better term. Sure, let's say like a 9 to 5, a lot of people would go like, either a 9 to 5 is too restricting. That's why people want, flexibility with their schedule, with their place, so on and so forth. But, at the end of the day, we have to do things we don't want to do. Because that's life. And it's also a balance. Life is always a balance. For you to do the things you want to do, you have to do the things you don't want to do. You make the hard choices now so that you have an easy life later. Or if you make the easy choices now, you suffer a hard life later. That's a quote that's been going through Instagram on, the people I follow. Yeah, so again, I've done the work. And this whole thing in front of me right now, this mic, this camera, my laptop on record mode, my light studio nicely angled in front of me according to a film course I had watched. And, the camera settings fixed the way it is. And, this internal realization that this is what I want to do, that all took some time. It took some time to formulate in my head. It took some time for me to turn into action. It took some time for me to reach to this point. But that's the thing, like, whoa, I did not think I would reach this point already on this day. Because that's the procrastinator voice inside of me. I have a procrastinating voice inside of me saying that, yeah, you know what, you can do that later. Oh boy. It was a very tough voice to fight when I was studying. I didn't want to study, honestly, for the examination, but I had to. I had to quiet that procrastinator voice down and be like, shut up, open a book, I'm studying. There were days that it did win over, but I was just like, fine, I'm gonna rest, because my brain was already exploding as it was. But eventually, yeah, I found a way. I persevered through all of it. The work, studying, the self-improvement, the sleep fixing schedule, the, eating, removing processed foods from my life, finally saying no to negative people. All that took some work. And you know what? I'm gonna just pat myself in the back because I did that. I did all of that just to get to this point. And it was all worth it. It was all worth it. And today marks the start of a new chapter in my life. I'm done with 2022 New Year resolution. I've achieved a happier, healthier me. And I can fully say that I've gotten to that point. Now, as a happier, healthier person, living in my type of situation, my type of schedule, I don't know if anybody else could relate, because it would be nice to have some friends who could relate to this I don't know to this type of growth mindset, I guess. I would just like to talk to other people also who understand this level of growth mindset. Yes, I may be very analytical, but that's a way of thinking. I'm a very analytical person. I like having intellectual conversations. I find them so, you know, soothing for the soul, I guess. Because in a way, I'm making a connection with someone who I don't know, but they're letting me into their world, talking about experiences, talking about their knowledge, so on and so forth. And, through those, I feel a sense of expansion just by having a simple conversation. And with that leads me to this, right? I'm trying to sustainably make changes in my life, improvements, because I'm stable enough to really push myself. And I've got goals. I've got physical goals, like I want to do advanced calisthenics now. Financially, I'm, doing some other things because I'm using other skills that I have to help others through my skills. I also have I don't really prioritize now, I guess, the physical as much, because working out and eating, natural, good foods without processed foods, it feels so natural to me now. Like, I realize, I'm not putting as much effort as I used to. I do still keep a food diary every day. That's kind of getting a bit more tiring because I've been eating a lot more small bites of different things, and to list everything down was like, wow, okay. I'm enjoying myself though. I'm losing more weight. I'm eating a lot more and I'm losing weight, and it's like, yes, the universe is just aligning with me. I mean, I don't want to lose too much weight, but this is just, I'm not even trying anything, right? My parents see me eat and they're not worried that I'm, anorexic or whatever, because I eat, yet I'm losing weight. So, yeah. And now I can wear the dresses I want. I can wear the clothes that I've always wanted to wear the way I want them to. And it was so hard to get to this point, guys. You have to understand. I did a lot of things. And yes, okay, I will be here all day if I had to explain all of those things. But what's great is that I got to share the fact that, the new chapter's closing. This is the new chapter that I'm opening. And I'm so glad that I got to introduce myself to the world, saying that I've done the self-love help. Now now I want to expand my growth mindset in ways that I'm not sure yet. But, this is a form of documentation. We share things now on the internet, so this is as good a starting place as any. And I'm excited for where this will take me. But yeah, this is part of it. This is part of the small, sustainable changes that's happening in my life. For me, this is just documentation, nothing more. And yes, oh my god, everything will just be sent out to the world. I'm not even gonna try to edit this. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate your time if you are still here with me. And I hope that you also find your own way of loving yourself to the fullest. It might be different from you. How self-love looks for for me might not be the same for you, and that's fine. We're all unique. I'm, nerdy as hell, yet I've got this huge feminine energy that I would like to express every now and then. And I also have this masculine energy that wants to do everything by hand. Right? But yeah, no, I'm digressing again. The point is, everybody's got quirks. Everybody's got traits. Everybody's got something in them. And if you do find yourself, if you do finally know who you are as a person or as a soul, a being, a matterless being. No, that's not the term. My point is that you are a beautiful soul. Whoever you are listening right now, you are a beautiful soul. You might not know it, but honestly, once you get to know your soul, it's the best thing you can do for yourself as well. You think you know yourself, but sometimes, just be honest. Just be fucking honest with yourself. Your fears, your strengths, the things you don't like, the things you like, think about them. Sometimes, the things you like are actually not the things that are healthy for you. But also the things you don't like are the ones that are actually good for you. Right? And even though you think that you're not gonna like it forever, just know that you're not... Humans are not supposed to be unstuck. Humans are not supposed to be stuck. Humans are evolving. Every species is evolving. And, once you understand that you have the potential to be something better, then good for you. I wish you well on your journey, and may you find happiness, peace, and love. Because you deserve it. And with that, I would like to conclude this first episode of Taty's Realizations, hosted by none other than your local Filipina girl, Tatiana Gonzaga. I don't actually say my name that way, but, why not? No, just call me Taty. I hope to see you in the next one. There will be a next one, because, this is just the start. Keep on fighting, I guess. Have a nice day and stay healthy. Meta, I guess. Meta. It's weird to say meta, but meta.